Hey YouTube, Sam here. Well, this is kind of a little introduction. I've had several people asking me questions about, did I finish this? Did I do that? Where is this? Where is that? Why am I not doing this? Little clips here and there. I'm going to start doing of past projects, maybe projects that are ongoing. Complete RV upgrade video here. Some of the things I've done and so far how I like them. So far, lights been great. Couple of things to that. I've actually had one that was I think that one that was flickering a whole bunch, and I've had a couple others that kind of flicker every now and then, but the one it didn't die, but I went to kind of mess with it and tap it just to see if maybe something was a little bit loose, and all the little LED light things came off and actually kind of burnt me a little bit. They just kind of flew off because they were fairly warm. Although these are much cooler than the ones that were in here, they do get a little bit warm if you touch right on them. Anyway, so I've had one fail, but out of all of them so far, and they've been great. The other thing, this light right here, I cannot use them in. I don't know why, but I can only use the old bulbs. It works fine, everything's fine, but I can only use the old ones. As soon as I put them in here, that light doesn't work at all. So anybody has ideas on what that's all about, tell me, please. Alright, then the next big thing is my Intellipower that goes underneath there. You wouldn't be, I looked and you couldn't see it on video, so it's just underneath there. Go check out my Intellipower video if you're wondering what I'm talking about. But in that video I talked about the panel down here, turn the light on over here, where all my fuses and things are, and I talked about flipping a switch, and that did not work. All that did was take my plug-ins and turn all my plug-ins out. So none of my plug-ins were working. So I looked and I went ahead and I plugged that in, I plugged the Intellipower in, I plugged the back of the trailer in, or turned that switch on and then plugged everything in. And the Intellipower seemed to be working. We didn't have any problems, but yet again, I am no expert, so you choose to do what you want to do. But pretty much I did it for testing purposes only. There was no problems. But if I'm plugged into the back, I'll just unplug the Intellipower for now and just use that for like when I'm charging with my generator, or like I'll plug it in like at home and things to give a good boost to these batteries. But when I'm just camping and things like that, if I'm at a place where I'm plugged in the back, I just won't bother having the Intellipower plugged in. So there's a couple little things. Like I said, I didn't have any problems with the Intellipower, and everything switched on and it plugged in the back of the trailer. But at the same time, boy, we need to clean this out. It is fall and we just kind of put this thing away for the winter, so that's why I'm kind of doing this video. But anyhow, I can't guarantee you won't have a problem if you plug in the Intellipower and have it plugged in the back and have all your fuses on. You'll have to figure that one out for yourself, because I didn't have any problems, so I'm not going to fix anything I'm not having problems with. Yet again, lights are great. The 6-volt batteries, 2 6-volt batteries, we went camping a lot this year and they held up great. I didn't have to actually use my generator one time. I'll give you a little more. Didn't have to use the generator even one time. Want to see my ugly mug? I don't know. I'm just kind of turning the camera towards me. Not a whole lot of new stuff. There'll be some things coming up. The Harbor Freight solar panels, I'm actually kind of going against using those on the top of this rig. I did find out that the top of this rig you are not supposed to walk on. That's very thin. So even if I attach solar panels up there, especially those ones, because they're fairly heavy, whether or not it would hold the weight, I don't know. So I need to look more into that. Leakage, so far so good as far as the why can't I remember the name of that stuff? My RV leak where I put the tape stuff up there. So far I just have it up in the front area and it seems to be holding up great. I haven't had anything peel off. Up in the corner, as you can see, the actual, you can barely see them up along here. They've actually gotten smaller. There was some really big ripples. If you look at my leak video, real big ripples up in that corner, and they've actually gotten smaller. So it's drying out, thank goodness. So I will be finishing the rest of this trailer off with that stuff I used. Why I can't remember the name of it, I'll put a little note because I'm stupid. So up in the video corner here I'll put a note. But anyhow, I will be using some more, so you'll see some more videos on questions. Please comment below, as I will say in all these videos, because if you have questions on specific things, go check out and see if I made a video on it first. Second, comment below and I will do my best to get back to you. This is Sam, Jack of all, Master of none. You all have a good one.